Okay, if you watched the video I made yesterday, this is part of a pledge where I intend to be making a YouTube vid every day until I leave this country. I'm in Manila, the Philippines, and I'm not doing it just for me, I'm doing it also for the amount of expats throughout the world who the Australian government has denied access through tricks. A lot of it's been tricks, and I'll go into what those tricks are. Just to let you know, I'm over 60 years old, which means that I'm not entitled to an Australian pension, and currently I've been in Manila since February the 22nd. I was due to fly out early March, and I was on job seeker before I left Australia, and since then I've received nothing from the Australian government. I've had to borrow off friends, and right now they're a bit worried about lending me any more money and advancing me any more, because this situation could go on almost indefinitely. We don't know when it will end. So this is a call, more than anything else, for compassion and for this game that the Morrison government have played with the airlines and with people generally stuck overseas who can't get back. I might actually quickly mention that Prime Minister Morrison is going to go overseas I think very soon, and the Foreign Minister Marissa Payne has gone overseas to meet with Michael Pompeo in America at the White House, and there's visuals of that on the internet, so you can verify it if you wish. Marissa Payne, unlike every other Australian citizen, I don't know how COVID-19 has missed her or has decided that maybe she deserves better treatment, but the reality is she will not go into compulsory quarantine that every other returning Australian has to do. She is allowed straight into home quarantine for 2 weeks. Now, as most Australians are working from home, and as I imagine most of her work could be submitted to an office or dealt with by email, I don't really see why she deserves some special exemption. But let's get on to special exemptions, and I want to get through this fairly quickly. I am staying in a place called Parañaque, which is where the main airport for the Philippines is, Lino Aquino Airport. As a result, when the quarantine came in the Philippines, as a result of a spread of COVID, which lasted until June the 30th, when that quarantine came in, it was extended community quarantine. I'll go on with that possibly in the next bit, because I'll do 2 today about this issue, because it does border on human rights issues, and so I would like to have a little bit more ability to go into that. But as I said, I am getting nothing, and if I was still on, or if I was still a job seeker in Australia, I would be getting $1,115.70 per fortnight from the government. And right now I'm getting nothing from the government. They will not consider the issue, and they are leaving people who just came over here, like myself, for 1 month holiday. They're leaving us here without any money, and I am almost starving because there's no money coming in. And my resources from Australia are actually depleted completely. So I will continue this in our supplementary bid for today.